How are you? Welcome to Anything Goes. I made it. And she made it too. She made it. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Thursday evenings Anything Goes with Marla and Julia.
Yes, we're here.
We're here. I hope you guys are here too. I have to tell you, right off the gate, we survived Facebook and Instagram. We're down yesterday for like 12 hours, and we survived. We're here. I was okay. I have to tell you, I was okay. How were you?
I was fantastic, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't mind it going down.
You were good?
Yeah, because if it were up to me, honestly, I would have made it go down for like a week or two. Because, like, we need to see the world as it is, not by doing this every 3 seconds.
It's very true.
So I was fine with it. The only thing that was a problem was trying to, like, upload stuff for the show. And, like, well, I guess on other people's, like, for businesses and stuff, yeah, that's a con. Yeah, but other than that...
I have to tell you, I was just, like, I thought it was hilarious. I was seeing all these memes, and I was seeing all these different things going on about, the fact that, oh my God, what are we going to do with social media going down? But as you all know, there was a time when I lived with absolutely no technology, and it was great. So I'm glad we're here. And if you guys are tuned in, let us know that you're here with us. We will absolutely get to your comments and greetings, and it's all great. Well, we have to do our week in review, don't we? Let's do our week in review.
We do. Well, how was your week?
You know what? I have to tell you, my week was calm. Now, I say that with a grain of salt because generally I always start the week with, oh my God, it's been so stressful. It's been so frenzied. It's been really crazy. It's been very busy, but I did something a little differently this week. What I did was I took deep breaths, and I really tried to not overthink things, and I tried to balance my time, and I actually tried to enjoy a little bit of time without always feeling like I have to get everything done all the time, because anxiety, it really is a real thing. So it's actually been a pretty good week. I have to say, I know it's not a recap, but it will be next week. I just want to wish my dad a early 80th birthday. Happy birthday to my dad.
Happy birthday, Nono.
Yeah, he's a St. Patrick's Day baby, so his birthday is on Sunday, and he's currently enjoying the golf course with his golf idol, Tiger Woods, and yeah, he's having a great time. He's in Florida with my nephew and my brother, so it's a really nice birthday gift for him. So I wanted to say happy birthday to him. And so what's going on for you, St. Patrick's Day? It always seems to be a really big party, a really big celebration.
Well, I will be attending, our dance home, Blue Suede Suze, Mississauga's best kept secret.
Hello, Blue Suede Suze.
Honestly, every St. Patrick's Day, I always try to go there. It's just so fun. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's a great time.
Like, when you hear that one song and you're, like, driving, and then all of a sudden, you're just like, oh, I feel so good. I feel inspired to do this. Yeah, when I go there on St. Patrick's Day, I'm like, oh, my God, I love my life. Like,
it's all great.
It's not because of the green beer. I know what y'all are thinking.
It's not? It might be. A little bit.
Maybe a little bit, but in the majority of the time, it's always so fun, and I love it there.
And speaking of Blue Suede Suze, Tommy, the owner and management of Blue Suede's, was kind enough to give us a few tickets to give out to some of our viewers for Saturday night. So again, it's in Mississauga, and it's going to be a great time. And Saturday nights are always very busy there, but they always have certain times of the year, like Halloween is always a really big bash.
Oh, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day is no different. So if you guys are interested, you want to come out, drop me a note in the comments, let me know, and we will have tickets waiting for you to come on out. At least you can go to where we're always talking about. So at least you can experience it for yourself. Exactly.
So exciting.
Okay. Before we go any farther,
Oh, no.
We have been promising that you are going to sing for the last 3 weeks because, as you guys know that have been tuning in, Julia always does these little snippets with songs, and the viewers always like, oh, we want to hear more, we want to hear more.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, and then we're just left with, wanting more. So I really think that, well, now is as good a time as any. I think you need to indulge us with a song or part of a song.
I mean,
I think
if you guys want to hear it, then I mean,
well, I don't know. What
okay.
are the viewers saying? Do they want to hear it?
No, they don't want to hear it. Well, first of all, let's talk for a minute.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Let's see who's on the line.
Ramsey. Hey, fam.
Hey, Ramsey. How
sorry,
are
am I
you?
too close to the mic? Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Such a
I'm
loyal
good. I don't want to
viewer.
be loud.
We have to sing.
On a regular basis. Okay, Craig. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Okay,
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig. John Quinn. John Quinn.
John Quinn, our friend and supporter of our show. Hello, John Quinn.
Hello,
How are
lovely
you?
ladies, is what he said.
Hello.
Oh, Gloria, what is your show about? First time tuning in.
Oh, hey,
hello, Gloria. Welcome to Anything Goes.
Do you want to tell Gloria what it's all about?
Well, my name is Julia. This is Morella, my mom.
Hello.
Anything Goes is it's all in the title. Anything Goes. We talk about, like, love. We talk about heartbreak. We talk about pineapple on pizza. Last, 3 episodes.
Oh, God. That was really interesting.
Let's not start that debate
No,
again.
I know.
We talk about movies. We talk about life. We talk about business. We talk about toxic environments. We talk about, honestly, anything that you can imagine. So whatever you want to see, whatever you want us to answer, put it in the comments, and we'll be sure to deliver.
And one thing I would like to say, Gloria, is Julia and I have an absolute passion for music and dance, so we always try to incorporate that into our weekly show. And I feel like, this platform is really meant to give other people that may not have a platform to share their voice or share their thoughts and experiences, to do that on our show and to come together as one.
As one. Ladies
Yes.
and gents.
Okay.
Ladies and gents.
Who else is on the line?
Okay.
I can't see that far.
Hold on. My screen is not... Oh, there we go. Okay.
On the line.
On the line. Did I say on the
Caller
line?
8. No, I said that.
Oh, no, you
Sorry.
said it.
Who's on? Okay, who's
Caller
on
number
line?
9. You are going to Las Vegas. I'm just trying. Ramsey, I want to go. Ramsey, we would love for you to come to Blue Suede Sue's, but you're not 19 yet.
Yeah.
So,
But he's going to be soon.
yes, in April. So,
Right.
after that, well, we got you. We got you. Karen, hi, found you. Have a great show, ladies.
Hi,
oh, thanks, Karen.
How are you? Great. I'm so glad you were able to join us.
Yes. Oh, Megan has joined the chat.
Hi,
Hello,
Megan.
Megan. How are you? Oh, Felicia, our sister. Our sister.
Our sister. I'll take that. Our sister. Hi, Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
Love you.
Oh my gosh, just so many. Oh my God, here we go.
Cool.
Karen says hi back again.
All
Hi,
right.
Karen. We love you.
So, without further ado, don't think I've forgotten. Okay, so Gloria and others, the viewers have been wanting to hear Julia sing for a little while, and so she's going to
I don't want this.
she's going to sing a little bit for us right now.
Okay, here we go.
What are you singing?
Well, because apparently Backstreet Boys was on this list from some anonymous person,
It was
so
probably me, but no.
I get to choose the song.
yeah, that's true.
All I know is that it's very hard to cover a song from there because they're like, and I'm just like,
You
okay.
can do it. You got this.
Okay.
You got this.
So this one is actually by Florida Georgia Line and Backstreet Boys, called "God, Your Mama and Me."
Oh, I love that song.
So don't be shocked
I'm
if this
so
sucks.
excited.
I'm just
It's gonna be great.
okay.
You can do it. You can do it.
Can I do it?
No pressure.
No pressure. Just
Just as the
people
one
watching.
that's not going to be singing.
It's okay. I'll do it. Okay. That Sunday morning choir calling, church doors open wide. That hallelujah shoot right through you, make you feel alive. That key into the man, you know right where it's at. It's waiting with the porch light on. Don't bother calling, no need for knocking, just come on home. Come on home, my love is Never gonna run dry, never gonna come up empty. Now until the day I die, unconditionally. I'm nervous. You know I'm always gonna be here for you. No one's ever gonna love you more than God, your mama and me.
Oh, yeah.
Guide your mama and me unconditionally. Guide your mama and me.
Woo!
I don't know what that was. Like
Okay, that was so good. Okay, you guys, tell us what you thought.
That was
There's no way
terrible.
you did not love that. Come on.
Guide your mama. See, I could do that.
I know, but it's so
I'm like-
impromptu.
I'm like, I was like in
That was
one
so,
tone. The
so
one-
good. I could. Well, okay, I'm a little biased, but I could hear you all evening. That was so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, told you not to be surprised.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
I can't do it. Like I can't. Well,
I have
can't.
to tell you. Speaking of,
I'm a positive person.
I know.
Guide your
That was so
mama
good.
and me.
I'm sure.
See, I could do
people-
that.
See, look, I can see that people.
That was so good. Fire emoji. Yes, Ramsey. Thank you.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
Craig. Yes, that was good, Julia. Don't lie. I'm just joking. I'm like
so
nervous.
good. So we went to see the Backstreet Boys in concert. Well, a few times. And we've also gone to see Florida Georgia Line.
They changed my life.
One of Felicia's. Well, actually, they're both Felicia's favorite groups, and our favorite groups as well. And they performed that. It was like so good.
Oh, Karen, beautiful. Do more, then you won't be nervous. Yeah, I know, right? Like
Oh.
I sing in my shower. My audience is the shampoo, the soap, and
Don't
like
worry.
the curtain.
She'll be doing another one later on in the evening.
Oh no, I
Yes,
won't.
yes.
Should try out for the launch. Oh gosh.
You
Oh,
should.
no, I would honestly. I don't know.
You might get discovered here.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, okay.
So when do you think you started to discover your love of music? Because I know you started singing really young.
I think when I was coming out of the womb,
Yeah, I think so too.
because she was probably at a Def Leppard concert when this happened.
Yeah,
Then
for-
her water broke,
that's
and then
for
I
sure.
came. So then I was like, oh, photograph.
That's for sure. You know what? You should sing more often. That was so good.
I don't know.
Does she feel good now?
No.
We want to hear more. I know John Quinn loved that because he's always saying what a great singer that you are.
I mean, thank you.
Right? So, okay.
Sorry,
you're gonna-
guys. I'm
you're
just
gonna do
if I'm
another-
looking at my screen, it's just because I'm sharing, the video with
Awesome.
everybody. So I'm here.
Okay, so we have a viewer question. So we've been getting some questions over the course of the last few weeks. We're getting a lot of questions from people who want us to answer certain things. And so we try to cover off one or two or three over the course of our show. And this evening's question, well, at least one of them, was asked to both of us.
Okay.
Okay, have we ever been on an awkward date, and how did we handle it?
You can go first. My
I
story's
have.
long.
I have. I don't know the context of awkward, because awkward can mean a number of different things. Like, so we don't know the context necessarily, as in it's just a general question. So awkward could be like, you've been texting with someone for a week or two, you finally meet for coffee, and you realize that there's absolutely zero chemistry, right?
Yeah.
And you just, it's awkward, right? So that could be a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It's also another awkward scenario is this. Actually, I'll use this one as an example. So I was out with a gentleman, this was a while ago, and we had been texting for a couple of weeks, and it seemed like a nice vibe, no problem. And then we finally met, and we actually did not meet for coffee at a very popular coffee establishment. We actually went to a pub, and we were watching the hockey game.
Okay.
So that was good because
Chill experience. You
go
can
Leafs
talk.
go. Yeah,
You have the
I'm-
alcohol to subdue you.
not me because I don't drink, but you would think that after a few of these experiences I just might. But anyway, it got awkward because he was on his phone a lot. Like he was texting and talking and texting and talking, and I didn't really take too kindly to that. And the reason I didn't was because I felt like, if we're going to be there for a couple of hours and we've been texting leading up to that evening, that the least you can do is have the basic civility to put down your phone, and you can be on social media or texting or whatever else you're doing later on after the the evening's over. So I had two choices. I could either put up with it, or I could sort of tell him to put down his phone. And if anyone knows
Like, do
me,
you mind?
well,
Put it down.
if anyone knows me, I kind of mentioned that it would be nice for him to put down his phone so that we could enjoy the evening and chat and whatever. And
It's like, you can do this like anytime
it got
you
a
want.
little weird because he was looking at me like, what's the problem? Like, do you know what I mean? So anyway, needless to say, I cut the evening short, and I think I watched the third period at home. I left. I just basically left.
That is okay.
That is okay.
Go, Mom. Give me some.
That's okay. Because I'm really big on respect. Everyone knows that, and there's a level of respect and a certain way, I think, to behave, and a level of basic civility. That's what I
I
think.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
What are, I don't have my phone, so what are the
Okay, here we go.
but you have to answer too.
So wonderful. Thank you, Victor. Hi, good night.
Hello, Victor.
Hi, Stacy. Good night to you too. Sweet dreams.
Hi, Stacy. How are you? Is that Stacy King?
Yes.
Stacy has an event coming up on Saturday. Sorry, Stacy, I don't have. I know it's an authors event, and a lot of people are going to be there. And she's doing a lot of great things. So if you guys are not connected to Stacy, you need to connect with her. And is that DJ Victor that's on?
Yes.
And DJ Victor, from our very own Frequency 5 FM, you got to watch his live shows. He plays some mean salsa and all
Yeah,
kinds
I'm
of,
in the background,
like dancing. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
I don't know what that was,
Okay,
guys.
continue.
He says shower time. Make sure to use your conditioner and shampoo. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Shower time. Shower time.
Singing in the shower.
I don't know what the hand motions mean, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay. John Quinn, totally love the voice.
Right? We've got Vicky and Ornella. Hello. I know there's a few other people watching, but I can't tell from here. But how are you guys? Okay, awkward date for you.
Before that, Karen says, good move. No need to be phony about it.
Oh, thank you, Karen. I thought so as well. I didn't like it. And you know what? I wouldn't have done it. Like, I never do it. So I think that it was okay that I called them out on it.
Yes. Okay.
You.
So this is a long one, guys, but we're going to share it with you. This is a story that I like to call the liver and onion story.
Oh, my
Enough
God.
said.
Yes.
You guys don't even need to, you just say enough, like, that's it. Liver and onion story, and it's done.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so back I'm talking about years ago, I was going on with this guy, and he says to me, he's like, let's go for all you can eat sushi. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I love sushi. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Okay. He picks me up. All right. And all of a sudden, he stops in like a parking lot, like the plaza parking lot. He's like, okay, we're going to go here instead. And I'm like, where? Because it was like just picture like a sewer. Okay. Picture a sewer and like trash and then a door and then a sign that says like the restaurant name. And you're like, are you sure it's going to be here? I don't know if this is awkward. Maybe a little awkward, a little embarrassing.
You weren't sure.
Yeah, a little embarrassing,
yes.
I would say. But,
yes.
Oh my God. So we go in. Okay. And I'm like, okay. And I clearly have too much patience because most people probably would have left the minute that they got to the plaza. Like, I don't care if I had to walk home. But regardless, benefit of the doubt. But I now know. So we go.
Next time.
Right? So we go in. I swear to God, there was like holes in the wall. There was like stains on the cracks. There was like everything. And I'm like, where are they making this food? Like, I can just picture where they're making the food. Like, they probably put it on the back burner. But like, like that light that kills the mosquitoes in the summer? I swear to God, they just like roast it on there. And like As
Now, at some
disgusting
point
as that
were you,
is.
like, sorry to interrupt you, sweetie, but at some point were you like, where am I
Yeah.
going and I need to leave? Like,
It's like, I need to go now. But anyways, he sits down, but he's so confident in his face. Like, he's
Yes.
just like, holds the menu, looks down. He goes, okay, Julia, since you paid, like, last time, he's like, I'm going to pay for you. I'm like, you don't need to tell me that. You could just say, no, I got it. But regardless, thank you for that gesture. Like, I mean, okay. It's like, but I only have $20 on me. And I'm like, okay, all right. So he
Yeah.
goes, okay, but it gets better. Like, it gets to the point where you're like, what? Okay, so he's looking at the menu. Okay, the waitress comes, and he goes, and I actually said to him, I'm like, maybe I'll just go for the grilled cheese. And he goes, he's like, how about you go for that one there? He points at liver and onions on the menu. A $4.99 liver and onions.
don't
So you
even
can
like
imagine
liver and onions.
I don't like it. I don't like the title of it. I just don't like it. I don't want any body part, like, I
Yeah.
don't want liver, like, in my stomach. But anyway, so we go. I'm sitting, he said, how about that? $4.99 liver and onions. So God knows where they got it from. So I'm like, okay, $4.99. I'm like, okay. But I was like, no, I'm not eating this. Does it look like I eat liver and onions? How do we go from grilled cheese to liver and onions?
or
Does
sushi.
Yeah, all you can eat sushi to, like, sewer. Like, like, if I knew I was going here, I would have, like, went into the sewer myself and just scooped up a cup and just drank that.
I would not have,
It's
I don't think I would have been happy at that moment.
So all of a sudden, okay, he's like, okay, he's like, how is this? Okay, I'm like, no, you know what? I'll just stick with my water. Like, this is actually, I'm fasting. I'm just gonna stick with my water. That's okay. And he's like, okay. So the waitress comes and he takes his order. Right? I'm like, I'm gonna go to the washroom. This is the part where I called everybody on my list to come save me. I'm like, oh my god, mom, like, you will not believe. Oh my god, like, Amanda, like my best friend from way back when. I was like, yo, girl, like, what's happening? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I come
you
back.
didn't drive.
No, he picked me up. So where was I
right.
going?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're stuck.
I'm stuck. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? So anyways, come back out. Menus are gone. He's excited, which means he ordered. And he ordered for me. Okay? And I'm like, oh, no.
The liver and onions
After I
come
said,
out?
oh, just wait for it.
Oh my goodness.
All of a sudden, okay, here's your food. There's a steaming liver with, like, in front of me with all these onions on it. And I'm like looking, I'm like, oh my god, I think it's moving. Oh my, I think it's moving. So I'm like, I'm good. She brings her food, his food. He orders. Remind you, he had $20 only on it.
Right.
Burger, that's like the size of his head. Okay, burger.
The size of his
side,
head.
yeah, right. A full plate of fries, a root beer float. Okay, and he got, oh god, what was that one thing? Oh, and he got onion rings. Okay, so he has all of this. He has all of this stuff
Right,
in front of him, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, I thought you had $20. I'm like, what's this getting? So we have, like, okay. All of a sudden we get the bill. Okay, he's like, Julia, listen, I told you I had $20, and, like, you ordered that. And I'm like, I didn't order anything. And he's like, I'm a little short. Can you pay? So I ended up paying for the full, like, almost the full
You paid
thing.
for the full thing, almost?
Maybe a good, like, out of
When
the
your
20.
meal was $5.
Yeah, even though I didn't eat it, but, like, I was like, okay,
Did
whatever.
you see him again?
No, I broke up with him after. Or not broke up, like, I mean, left him. But after, he's like, yeah, we're gonna go to Starbucks. We see my friends. He buys them. Starbucks is expensive, right?
$6. It's actually more than the liver and onion.
Yeah, buys them. Venti's, Julia, you can buy your Starbucks yourself, right? Yeah, I'm an independent woman. I don't need your money. Like, I don't need it. Like, I'm an independent woman, but the thought's there. And then he goes and asks me, this is the end of the story, I know it's a long one, but he goes after and says, Julia, listen, I gotta talk to you for a minute. Okay, do you remember when you had to take the bus the other day and you asked me for 25 cents? And I'm like, yeah. Do you think I can get that 25 cents back?
You're kidding.
I was like,
Are you serious?
the one with the job. Like, what?
So needless to
Needless to say, I
you
never saw him again. It was just bad. It was awful. Like,
I don't know about you, but I think I know you didn't drive there, but I think I would have
walked.
I would have left.
And it was like a cloudy day too,
What
and it
would
was
you guys have done? Because I think I would
yeah.
have left.
If you were in that situation, like, what would you do? Like, would you, like, gag in front of him? Like, would you, like...
Angela says, hi, Angela. How are you? She's saying hello. Karen, I jump out running away calling taxi, taxi, taxi. Oh, bus. Yep, on it. Bye-bye.
I would actually run in front of the bus.
You know what? It's so true. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? I hope we answered the viewer's question. But you know what? There's probably a few awkward dates we could probably come up with, so we'll leave those for future
once
episodes.
Was supposed to be a movie day, and then I ended up at a church, so I don't.
Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, so I have to do a shout out. We mentioned John earlier. John is in the UK again. Like I said, he is a friend and a supporter of our show. He supported us early on, and he's a great friend. Even though I'm so looking forward to meeting him in person, but like I said, he's so far away. But hopefully, he'll come to Canada next year in 2020. John, I hope you're doing really well. As I've mentioned, John's company looks after and is really promoting and advocating for positive mental health. And I really like what they're doing with their company, Eternal Balance. So I want to give a shout out to him. And we will talk again, and we'll see you soon. And I will, if you guys haven't connected with John, I really urge you to. He's on LinkedIn, he's on Instagram, he's on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And I also want to do a shout out to, you have to do your John Quinn.
John Quinn. Well, how come I could do that, but I can't do anything else?
That was flawless.
I think it's because it's like not I don't know.
It's not planned because it's impromptu. That's why. Whatever. Because it's impromptu.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
So we're gonna do another shout out to Lukey.
I don't know what that was.
Hey, Lukey, how's it going? Also a friend and supporter of the show, and you guys have heard me mention Lukey before. Lukey is actually at an event next Wednesday night. He is going to be hosting for the University of Toronto alumni, and he's really trying to, as I said in one of our early episodes, trying to make Toronto the mentorship capital of the world. So, Lukey, I hope you're doing well. His app Career Buddy, I believe, is launching in April. And you know what?
Awesome.
We talked about social media early in this episode about Instagram and Facebook shutting down yesterday. But you know what? Back in my day, I really wish we had some of these apps, especially when looking for work. Mm-hmm. It would have been really, really useful.
I can't relate to your day, but I understand what you're saying.
Like, it's better. Yeah,
I wasn't
it was simpler.
born.
It was simpler, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many more tools now at people's disposal. Do you know what I mean? And the other thing I wanted to also mention, is Lukey's book, which I mentioned, The Stuff I Wish I Knew Earlier. And I wanted also, we talked about a couple of chapters a couple weeks ago when Shelley was here. And I wanted to also just continue kind of digging deep into the pages of his book. So, I'm wondering.
We can get somebody to join us.
You know what? We could get somebody to join us. I actually think that this would be a good segue because I think that a lot of people in the studio this evening could contribute to discussions around stuff I wish I knew earlier, especially from a career and educational perspective, you know? But having said that, Chapter 2... Who are you and what do you want? Who are you and what do you want?
Well, I would very much like Mert Oz to be here.
Mert Oz. Is Mert Oz here?
I think so. I think he's here.
Well, Mert Oz, I hope he is here. We are very excited to have our special guest and friend in the studio this evening. And anytime that he wants to make his grand appearance, we are here. We are here.
We're here. So, ladies and gentlemen,
without further ado,
I'm awesome. What an introduction, guys.
Mert Oz, ladies and gentlemen.
Mert Oz, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?
I'm very well.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate his, look at this.
Yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
Well, joining a show with two ladies, so
And anything goes, and you have no idea.
of course tie is on, blazer is on, hair is
Done?
done,
Perfect.
mustache is waxed. I'm all prepared.
Well, mine isn't. I'm just joking.
We are
Oh, yeah.
so excited to have you here this evening.
Indeed, pleasure is mine.
Thank you so much. We were actually we're going to recap what you've missed, and then we're going to get into a little bit of discussion around career and education, and we figured that you could contribute. But basically, we were talking about Facebook and Instagram going down yesterday for a total of, I don't know, 12 or 13 hours, and we were just talking about how it impacted us, it impacted people, right? So there was, like myself, I was okay with it, except for the fact that we were trying to upload the video where we were introducing you to be our special guest this evening, right? Except for that, I survived. I was okay with it. It was a nuisance, and I know that for businesses that rely on social media, it can be very impactful. But overall, I was okay with it. But when you're so used to having it there, and then all of a sudden it's like hours and hours, and you don't have access, you feel like you're missing something. You feel like there's, do you know what I mean? How did you find it?
Well, I came to see that actually I use Facebook not only for my social media sharing, but also I realized I'm using as a substitute of text messages.
Yes.
Because when I was not able to message my friends,
Yes.
you guys part of it.
Yes.
It's I did freaked out for about like 6 minutes. I just consulted my bitter chocolates, calmed down a little bit.
Yes.
And yeah,
Right.
I started over again. And then actually it's funny, I saw a post. So my friend literally posted this, like just the typing. Is this up yet? Can you guys see this? So like
Yes.
at that
Yeah,
point,
when I think it was
didn't even,
working.
like, that was momentarily shut down. So I'm like, what did this guy upload? What am I missing here?
Yeah,
Really? There's
but did
supposed
it
to be a
seem
video?
weird? Did it seem weird? Like it was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, Facebook doesn't shut down. Like, what's going on? What's happening? This is
Yeah.
so weird.
And you see half a post, like you see like
Yeah.
one clip of something, and I'm
Half
like,
a post exactly.
what's the context of this?
No, it's so true.
idea.
We're just. I just want to read some comments. So Ramsey's LOL, absolutely loved your awkward date story, Julia.
That was so bad.
John
I love
Quinn
the date
says
story here.
Canada 2020 for sure,
Liver and
absolutely.
onions.
Gilles Paquette. Gilles Paquette is watching.
Hi, Jill. How are you?
Honorable mention to Gilles Paquette.
Jill's the best.
Karen
Like,
says
hello?
yes. Gilles
We're all the
says,
best.
I signed a guest book at church that turned
Oh,
out to be a
God.
book to celebrate our friends, the deceased. Oh, boy. Dawn, yeah.
So that was an awkward moment when they called my name up front. So you had this. Oh no.
Right?
Oh my God. Awkward.
Dawn says hi. Dawn is on.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
And I think it's Zinette. Zinette, I hope I pronounced it. Hello, with a wave. Gilles Paquette says that was an awkward moment when they called my name up front. Oh, yes. Oh boy.
I'm having deja vu. Was that not said before? I don't know.
I know, but maybe a delayed reaction on the. Oh, and then Jill says, "Woohoo!"
Right?
Okay,
so you're getting.
I did miss a dating story. What else?
Oh,
did I
my
miss? I knew
goodness.
that
Okay.
I missed appetizers,
So-
but hopefully not the main course.
So you missed, you missed the social media. Then you missed Julia singing, but she's gonna sing again later
Oh,
in the
no.
show.
Oh,
She
I
did a
did
really
miss part of
great-
the
Don't be
main course.
excited.
She did a great rendition
excited.
of Backstreet Boys in Florida Georgia Line. And then we
Really?
had a viewer question asking about if we've had an awkward date, like a date that turned awkward, and what did we do about it? And of course, Bart,
I'm glad I missed that part. Yeah.
we've had a few, so I chose one, and I yeah. And
I
Julia
think the
chose
audience
one.
actually wants to hear your awkward moment.
Sure, whichever
Sure.
the story Julia said, same. That's
So
my
you-
awkward story. I
You were at a zoo and you flipped over an elephant, and then like you got stuck. Really?
just
just joking.
just replace the elephant with the bartender.
No. It,
Just to change the setting a little bit.
It was
apply the
actually
same,
more like-
fundamentals.
oh my God.
I'll steal your story.
Zinnia says, yes, you pronounced perfect. Nice to have you here
I'm dead.
this evening. Yeah, so not sometimes, every week we have like viewers' questions. People either on the actual show or throughout the week say, I have a question or this situation and would like for you guys to answer. So
What was the best question you guys got so far?
we've had a few. The dating, the online dating situations we've had. We've
Well-
also sorry, go ahead.
sorry. Oh, the last week. we were asked if pineapple was better on pizza or not.
It
And then
is.
we had a debate for 20 minutes.
Oh,
It is.
I know people get killed over that debate.
It is.
Do you like pineapples on pizza?
As I'm giving you the death stare.
You know what? Yes, I love pineapples.
There you
Ladies
go.
and gentlemen, that's anything goes.
No, that is anything
I'm
goes.
just-
I'm happy.
I mean, okay, for fairness, I never ordered a pizza with pineapples on it. But with all these like office parties, like free slices, whatever,
And
bacon,
it's there.
I'm gonna go have a bite. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's-
if-
And when you're hungry too, it's good.
Yeah.
But I always deliberately order
Oh,
Hawaiian pizza.
I'm exactly in between. I believe you're one of those like pick up the pineapple and.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll only have a pineapple if it's in a pina colada. Other than that, nope.
I like
So we were also doing a recap, a week's recap. We always do that, and we wished my dad. Well, it's a little bit ahead, but wished my dad an 80th, happy 80th birthday
Oh,
on St.
what's your dad's
Patrick's
name?
Day, which is on Sunday. His name is Gino.
Bon compleanno, Gino.
Yes,
Oh.
very good.
There we go.
Very
The
good.
hand.
Yes, and we were talking about St. Patrick's Day as a weekend full of celebration.
Weekend full of green.
Any plans for St.
Uh,
Patty's Day?
No, the thing is, you never make plans in St. Patty's. It just happens.
You know what? It just happens. It's true.
And I stole that quote from one of my bar manager friends.
That's true.
Dude, we don't prepare for St. Patty's. It just happens.
It just goes.
So yeah, I lived in East Coast for about 8 years. So like that's bigger than Christmas
Yes.
and St. Patty's.
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's a
Mhm.
really big
Yeah,
deal.
like, you
Yeah.
see people throwing up on the street like
That's my favorite part.
12 p.m. green. I mean, like there are good stories too, but like that's
Oh my goodness.
That's the funny.
And
bit,
as the
yeah.
designated driver always, I'm telling you, it's always a fun time for me to watch
always
all
a
the
hoot.
shenanigans. So the
All right,
the
I just
the
remembered
the
too.
place we go dancing on most Saturday nights anyway, they always have a really great St. Patty's Day like party in honor of, and so we were mentioning that, and it's always a good time. So like I would
Yeah,
say
I
that a
love
lot of
that.
places in Toronto are going to be very busy this weekend.
Yeah, don't forget to kiss your Irish friends. That's
We have a
important
few Irish
celebrations.
friends.
Yeah.
Do I have an Irish friend? No, I don't, but I'm willing to make new friends this
Yes,
weekend.
you have one
Even
more
on-
week. Irish people.
We have like
friendly people.
two or couple
Yeah.
of days, 2-3 days.
It will happen.
You know what? They're like the friendliest people. Honestly, they are the friendliest people. We have some neighbors on our street that are Irish.
Mhm.
Very friendly.
Yeah.
Just,
But still, they like to fight in bars.
they like to fight in bars.
Yeah, yeah.
So do Italians.
Right,
I'm just
We're
joking.
Italian, so nothing shocks us.
Just joking. We like to watch
So,
and then comment after. Comment later.
a comment later. As you walked in, we were just doing a shout out to, I don't know if you know Luki Danu Carianto. He's a LinkedIn and a Facebook connection as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a professor and he's doing all kinds of things. Anyway, he's got a book right here, and
Oh.
it's called Stuff I Wish I Knew Earlier, right?
How old is this person?
And how old's the book?
No, how old is this person?
How old is Luki? Oh, God, don't ask me that. He's 24. I'm sure of
24,
it.
Okay.
He's a professor.
We went to
and-
college together.
Yeah, has family and children. Don't ask me how old anybody is. That is
Well,
the
the title kind of requires it.
Anything goes,
stuff
ladies
I
and
wish I
gentlemen.
knew earlier.
Like
Yeah,
how earlier?
I
No,
know.
no,
I
I'm
mean,
kidding, I'm
I don't think he's
kidding.
18, but I think that, it's safe to say he's at least 29, 30. But you're welcome, Lukey. Anyway, having said that,
You guys are better friends now, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We had covered off a couple of chapters, I guess a couple weeks ago, and we were just about. What I do is I like to read people's books, especially I like to read books. I love reading, and I love spending time in bookstores, and it's calming for me. And when my friends and colleagues have written books, I like to read them, and I like to interpret what it means to me and have discussions about it, And I think that's what this platform is all about. It's really about promoting up-and-comers and entrepreneurs and people that are in all kinds of, different crafts in terms of pursuing their passion, which is no coincidence you're here this evening,
Absolutely.
and we're going to get to that. But we were just starting to talk about this, and then you walked in, so you can join in the conversation. In one of his chapters, and you're going to love this, Mert, because
All years.
he calls it, "Who are you and what do you want?" Okay? And then the next heading is, "Are you a chef or a cook?" Okay?
All right.
And I know you can appreciate this already, okay? Because as much as I know about you. But basically, I'm just going to read a little bit here. He says, "Being a chef is not mutually exclusive with being a cook. You can be part chef and part cook. Be more chef by experimenting with different ways of learning or gaining experience, or be more cook by following what school or other traditional ways have provided. It's up to you. Okay? So it's this whole delineation between what you've learned in school and then what you learn out there in real life, in your experiences. I'm going to say, I have to say, that years and years and years ago, I would say I was a cook. Now I would say that I'm more a chef.
Okay.
Like, it, not in the literal, like, I can come up with, you know, fantastic dishes, but do you know what I mean? Like, in terms of, like, trying different things and following my own path and learning along the way, I would say. How about you?
Okay. So let me get this clear. By definition, we are taking cook as a person who follows what is taught in school,
Yes.
versus chef is putting something from.
Yes.
Okay, if you
Kind of
take
putting together your own ingredients and making something fantastic
Not
happen.
following the rules, doing your own rules.
That's kind of what I got out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you take it literally, since I love playing around foods, I did have some creative recipes.
Yes, you do.
So that puts me in a chef bracket.
Yes.
But in life in general, by profession, definitely, I did have my cook years. I did have my senior cook years. But I think I'm in the transition of trying to create something out of what I learned so far.
That's good. That's good. And we are going to get to that because I know you're at a pivotal point in your life as well. So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah,
There are no
it's-
coincidences why our guests show up when they do. How about you? Chef or cook or a bit of both?
I a little bit of both, only because I tend to want to follow the rules like a cook, but the majority of me is a chef because I like creative freedom.
Yes.
I like being like myself and trying to express myself like my way. I don't want anyone to tell me don't do that
Yes.
because you is wrong. Like
Yeah.
being me is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm going to go do my own thing. If I want to put pink there, I'm going to put pink there. It doesn't make sense, but you know what I'm trying to say.
So you're totally.
I'm
you,
a rebel.
You totally understand why I like pineapples on my pizza. I know. I'm just making the point.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You can go love your own thing. You can love pineapples. Fine.
Okay.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
She's great.
Okay.
She's great. No, I have to say she's great. So just go into the comments for a minute. Renato, hi Renato, how are you? He says, hello ladies. What's your topic today? Well, anything goes. So every week we're talking about different things. We talked about the fact that Facebook and Instagram completely went down for 12, 13 hours yesterday, and how did we all feel about it, and how did, there was kind of like, some people were really bummed out about it, obviously. Some people were just like, you know what, I actually got to spend a day doing other things other than staring at my phone, right? Julia also did a little song singing, and she's going to do some later on. We're talking about... We're also talking about Mert Oz is here as our special guest. We're talking about, we will be talking about culture and community and diversity and inclusion and really understanding the benefits and advantages of coming to Canada and really just adopting a new way. And we're going to talk a lot about people that are coming to, just kind of, I don't know, like if all of a sudden you're coming into a new country, you're trying to make new friends, you're trying to get a job. It's pretty scary, but I also feel like there's a lot of opportunities, as well, right?
I look forward to speak about it for 8 hours.
We only have 7, so if that's okay.
I'll do my best.
We also talked about, we had a viewer question about if we had an awkward date, Julia and I, and how did we handle it? And we also answered that question, although we can talk about that for a while.
Dawn actually sent us an awkward moment.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yes.
hold on. When I went on a date with a woman, the only way we were communicating was via text. And yes, we were right beside each other, and it was her idea. And also, yes, I left my date.
It was her idea to be like, okay, let's text and whatever. What if you got married? Do you exchange your vows via text? I do.
usually
Emoji?
email.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. So you just left, Dawn?
I would've too.
I would have too.
I would have too.
Actually, based on human connection would be nice, yeah.
And you know what? I mentioned earlier, for those who tuned in, that I think that texting on a date, like not with you,
No thanks.
is a no thanks moment.
Don't
It's
text
rude.
someone
That's
when
not
you're gonna
nice.
crash.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not nice. Rosa, hi Rosa, how are you? Zinette says, Mert, when are you going to cook for us?
call me on my cell phone.
So call me maybe.
See? Exactly. Renato, awkward moment in a date. Yeah, absolutely. Don says, I will hire a chef. Don also says, love pineapple on pizza. Thank you very much.
See, actually, everybody, now one person here is saying it doesn't belong on
Gilles
pizza.
Paquette says, pineapple belongs on pizza. I so agree. Oh my God, I have to do a shout out. Maria, my dear, dear family from Italy is watching the show. How are you, Maria? Love you guys all. So honored that she's on the show watching. Ramsey says, pineapple definitely does not belong on pizza.
I'm sending out a
Ramsey-
bunch of angry emojis right now.
Okay, I
I'm biting my tongue.
no, he says definitely does not belong on pizza.
Oh.
Why are you doing the angry emoji?
Never mind, you get a heart.
Dawn says it was
Changed.
just so weird. Yeah, I can imagine that would be very, very
She's
weird.
very antisocial.
She was very, and you know what? I honestly believe that social media and the way that it's been set up with all these apps and the texting has really prompted people to be so antisocial. And I'm used to picking up the phone at the very least or talking to people like this, face to face. So people that are anti-social are obviously going to have, I think, a harder time when coming face to face with a potential date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dawn says, oh, sorry. Renato says, funny, awkward moment. I met a girl on a phone, and when we see each other in person, she was 6'1", but she never asked me my height because my voice is so strong. She figured I was tall, but we had a good time afterwards. Okay, this is good.
I'm actually really happy that there's a 6'1" woman.
I know.
That there's women, you know?
Yeah.
See,
Right?
because, like, I'm 5'7", and I feel like I'm too tall for a girl. Like, that's a tall height, and I get so insecure. I'm like, okay. You know? So to find a 6'1" woman, I'm like, yes, queen, slay.
No, okay, so here's a question. Mert, I'm going to ask you, but Julia and audience, of course, viewers. I'm what I used to be 5'7". I think I'm now 5'5",
You're like,
5'6".
yeah, you're
I don't know.
you're
I used
somewhere
to-
down
I'm shrinking.
there.
But I know that a lot of women prefer men to be taller. It's just
Hallelujah.
they prefer it, right? When is it okay, or is it okay to, and how do you say, like, do you mind if I ask how tall you are? If you're on an online dating application or two, I think it's okay to ask. What do you think?
Well, when I ask, it's just because of, like, I'm not gonna lie, because of my own insecurity about my own height. So it's
Right.
like, do I wear my heels or do I, like, not? Because I don't want
How
to
do you
feel
know?
uncomfortable.
How do you know, right?
Yeah, it's like, how do you know? But you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know
I
what I'm saying?
do. I do.
But other than that, I don't care if you're like my height or shorter. Like,
Yeah, but you would want to know maybe in advance, or
yeah, I would want to know only because
Do you get asked how tall you are?
I do, and I don't mind that. I hear more often that, oh, you're taller than I expected. I mean, I don't think it's good to set expectations in those,
Mhm.
especially appearance-wise things.
Yes.
And
I
okay,
agree.
if I get asked before, like it didn't really happen before, I'm really like stranger to this like online dating stuff. Like I never use any of these apps. I use for like 3 hours.
That's all it takes.
But if
10 minutes.
hypothetically, if I was to ask about my height or my hair color or like whatever, I think it's a turn off.
Right, right.
It's like really.
Yeah, and you know what?
Mhm.
I appreciate the honesty. I know for a fact, like from where we're coming from, I think if I can,
Mhm.
it's kind of a thing. Like, do I wear my 5-inch stilettos or do I wear my flats? Or you want to just be prepared? But I got to tell you something. Sometimes when you go into meeting someone, even just you don't have any expectations, regardless of how tall or hair color, sometimes you end up having the best conversations.
Yeah.
And you meet the nicest people.
For
Also,
sure.
they be open-minded people. Be
Open-minded.
open-minded.
Okay.
Open-hearted.
Mert says be open-minded and
Be open-minded.
open-hearted.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be able to reach out the hands.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to do your final thought moment at the end. Okay, so, Dawn says, but in high school she was so talkative. Oh, okay. So if I understand this, sorry, Dawn, if I understand this correctly, you're talking about the same girl that was talkative in high school, but then when you went out with her, she rarely said a word. So if I'm correct
Yes, I saw
or
that.
incorrect, let me know. Gilles Paquette says bellissima. Gilles Paquette says bellissima.
Yeah, yes. Why do I say yeah?
Maria says, love you from Italy. Oh,
Can't
so
breathe.
happy that you joined the show. Eric Hernandez. Hi, like it from Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Wow. Hello from Puerto
Where
Rico.
is
So
this?
honored. Oh, Don
here.
says, I'm 6'2". Don says,
Yes,
he's
I
6'2".
know.
John Quinn says, Team Julia, pina coladas only for pineapple, not
Thank
pizza.
you. I was waiting for that.
You are one of my favorite people. Do not make me change my mind about this. Don says, Julia, your height is just perfect.
Thank you.
Renato says, love women taller than me. I feel sexier. Oh, okay, Renato.
All right.
Ramsey says, I'm 6'2". Dawn says, can I come on the show and you beautiful ladies could find me a blind date? I think that would be interesting.
Honestly, I'm down.
Part of the service. Okay.
Part of the ladies and gentlemen, Mert Oz, our first. I'm just joking.
Dawn.
Number 67.
No, seriously, I think we're onto
Joining us
something
from
here.
Nova
I think we're
Scotia,
onto
Halifax.
something here. I think
No,
we're,
no.
Dawn, we'll talk later, okay?
Sure.
You know where to find us. We will.
Maybe after 12
it's a
o'clock.
good strategy.
Changing the scope of the conversation.
My cheeks hurt.
Maria
Oh.
says, you are so funny. And you know what? Some Italian people like pineapple on pizza. Me too. It's different point of view, but Italians pizza style, but that's okay.
Another thing that
Exactly.
Italians, but like us, they put potatoes. I see potatoes on
Yeah.
like potato slices.
Nana makes it. My mom makes it with potatoes and bacon with the
There's
white
such a thing,
pizza.
pineapple focaccia.
Focaccia,
I would
not
be
so
surprised.
much, but why not?
And then
Yeah, why not?
prosciutto.
Oh,
on
and
pi-
prosciutto too. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, we're back to talking pizza again.
Okay, anyways, enough about pizza talk.
All right, so let's just continue. I kind of circled. We're talking about the chef and the cook scenario, right?
Oh, yes.
And Lukey continues to say here, find what dish you want to create, which I think is really important. Like I just underlined this. Whether you want to be a chef or a cook, it's useful to equip yourself with common skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And understanding that you don't have to follow a set recipe or a prescribed bus route was freeing for me. Getting to really know yourself and becoming self-aware even more so. So I think that really speaks to be on your own terms and discovering who you are and what your passions are. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving all these like restaurant and food conversations. I basically grew up in a restaurant, so like I can take on about any subject with irony of like relating it to food. One thing that question raised a question in my mind, chef or cook question. What about being a cook with an amazing chef rather than being an average chef?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
That in that scenario, I would rather be a cook.
You know what? That's true too. You know what? That's actually, I like that. Yes. Because you know
Yeah.
what? You can learn as a chef, but you can also learn as a cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Yeah.
I don't think in life or in kitchen like literally
Yes,
if you
yes.
take the position in the kitchen, I don't think one is better than the other. In most cases, a good chef has a name because of the team that he has, not because of he has the best asparagus. It's because of the best people that he has usually.
And it all
Yeah.
comes down to team. You know what? It really does. Every success story has always come down to, it's not just one person, it's everyone that comes together
Yeah.
to make the dinner what it is, or the, objective or the game plan or whatever it is, what it is, right? Which I think is really, really, really important. So, sorry, I see a few others here. Sorry, guys. Renato says, love pineapple pizza. Thank you. Gilles Paquette says broccoli. You know what?
I've
pizza
heard
with
about
broccoli.
that.
I've had it. I don't mind it.
How you gonna like it
We're gonna get
so
pizza
much?
after this.
I like pineapple,
I'm hungry
right?
now.
Dawn says, Julia, what is your greatest achievement at this point in your life? Oh, good question.
Should I be dramatic about it?
I
But it's
love
an
it.
honest answer of
No,
what
of
I want to
course.
give.
Anything goes. Be yourself.
Honestly, my greatest achievement at this point is surviving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's very deep.
Like-
for sure.
To get more in depth with that, it's just basically like having mental illness and being like very anxious all the time and feeling like just wanting to be alone all the time, just surviving that and
Yes.
having found like my best friends now, who are some are watching, so hi. but having them help me along the way and have my family help me along the way, that's epic. Like, that's my greatest achievement right now.
And you know what? If I could say to you, Edmert, you're between us. Otherwise, this is a point in the show where I would be rubbing her back and consoling and comforting, and she'd look at me going, "Mom, stop that."
Thank you, Mert.
Yeah, but she doesn't give you the look, but she gives
Because
me
he's
the
a
look.
guest. I can't just go like this.
No, but the reason
Just my hand, yeah.
the reason I say that is because I'm very proud of Julia for getting, on a live stage like this in front of people to admit and to talk about mental illness,
Yeah,
because
so-
it is not easy. No,
I mean,
I don't even want to.
okay. You know what? It's anything goes. Thank
You know
you.
what?
Thank you.
We
for
don't
this.
even. Okay.
You know what I was told when I was driving here? I'm like, this show was like very fun, very entertaining. I should have brought something with me.
No.
Your guests would very appreciate to see. So like, they saw you in the regular discussions, right?
Right.
What about you guys show up here, one show high, and
No.
then keep the conversations?
You know what? Do we need to have
I'm
any?
kidding, I'm
Do we
kidding,
need to
man.
have any
Don't
further
do
intoxication?
I mean, we'll have our own like section for our thing, and
No,
then she
no,
can be
no.
over there judging.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't judge. I don't judge. But you know what? No, but listen to me.
Oh my God.
First of all, we don't need any
By the
further.
way, weed is legal in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't
anybody-
But we're
understand
not
why we're afraid
promoting
to
it.
say
We're not
it.
promoting
No, no,
it.
no.
We're just
No,
saying.
for medical
No.
reasons.
But you know,
Yes.
that's exactly what I was just going to say.
Like,
There
are you kidding?
No,
Take
no,
one
but
step
there are
back.
some people.
Because you're tall. Like I'm over here like.
No.
But there are some people that do need it for, medical reasons, and it's
Yeah.
helped so many people, and that's absolutely very, very true. And, I've actually come across a few people recently I talked to, because, like you, Mert, we talk to a lot of different people to get their perspectives and share stories, and there have been some powerful... You are. Absolutely.
Sure to
Come
do.
on.
You are special in every single way.
See, this is what she's,
Thank you.
yes. But no, but I'm just saying, like, everyone has stories, and you would never
Absolutely, yeah.
think, right? And they've been very vocal and very open about their struggles with mental, emotional, and physical health. So, you know what? If it's offered medicinally or whatever, medically, all power to people that need it, because I think it's not a bad thing at all.
Probably
you know?
help me stop
Yeah.
shaking. Like
I'm telling
I'm
you.
an
And
occasional
sleep.
user, but actually, I do appreciate Canada legalizing that.
Yeah.
I'm very in favor of that. So that was a bold move. If Justin Trudeau is watching for us, good job.
thank you,
Yeah,
Justin.
I'm sure he's watching
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
He's got nothing else going on.
Guys,
He might
tag
be.
Justin Trudeau so we can get his
Justin Trudeau.
Hang on, let's just see what. Frank Nastasi is watching. Hi,
Hey,
Frank. Hope you're having a good evening. Eric Hernandez from Puerto Rico says, height does not matter. I'm 5'9" and I live far away. That's it. 5'9" is good. Karen says, done that. It was amazing to cook under a great chef. So much to learn. A top chef empowers you to believe in yourself and experiment to find out what your flavor palette is. Just amazing.
And they talk shit about
Do they?
Oh.
Are we allowed to say?
chefs.
Sorry, this is a good question.
Oh.
My mind just got like clouded for a second.
Okay, hold on. Ramsey says, LOL, can I come on too? Why
Yes,
not?
Bring the medicinal. I'm just joking.
Oh, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa's watching. Vanessa and I used to work together a few years ago. Lovely, lovely, lovely girl.
Hi.
Beautiful family she has. Thanks for joining, Vanessa. Cody is watching. Hi, Cody. How you doing? Great to see you. Well, not see you here, but great to see you at the last couple of events that I saw Cody at. Dawn says, ladies and gent, how would you feel if Donald Trump was
Oh,
our
no.
prime minister
Yeah.
and Justin Trudeau was their president?
I would
I'm
move.
not talking about politics.
I
tonight.
would move.
I don't. You would move.
I love Canada, but no.
It's not imaginable scenario.
It isn't, though, because Canada's smart. No offense. Just joking.
Canada is special, though. We're going to talk about
Donald
Canada.
Trump.
Doris says, "Good evening. Hi, Doris. So nice to have you join us this evening. How are you?" Okay, so moving on. What's the question you were gonna?
No, that was the question.
Oh,
that I
good.
was saying.
Yeah.
Like, if Donald Trump was our prime minister, and just, like,
So let's give.
let's build the wall.
Let's
build our
give
wall.
Mert. Oh, before
Keep him out.
we give Mert his because you have a very compelling story. A shout out to our family member Mike Lazaridis from Vintage Park Homes.
Yes.
Not sure if Mike is watching this evening, but hello. Hope you're doing well. So I and Julia, we're really excited to have Mert join us this evening. I met Mert last year, and we were both on LinkedIn, but we connected on LinkedIn after we went to a event in downtown Toronto. And it was a networking event. It was an industry event. It was, just an event to meet people and to just network and talk about, all kinds of different things. And we connected, and just like we do when we go to these events, we connect with as many people as possible. And Mert and I have stayed in touch, and I have to tell you, I don't know if you know this or not, but anytime anyone has ever messaged me online to ask me about my being able to help them move to Canada, or being able to talk about the job culture in Canada, or the process involved in moving to Canada, I've often suggested that they contact Mert, because Mert really delves into this and really focuses in this area. And I'm going to say this, and I'm speaking for him, but he has a real passion for people, different cultures, different nationalities. He's all about community. He's all about bringing people together. And that's, I think, why we connect so well, because even though it's a different, I'm coming at it from a different perspective, or not a different perspective, maybe from a different angle, we're still, in this together in terms of bringing community together and sharing our voices and raising our voices in a way, right? So we wanted Mert to come on, and really wanted to get you to tell us how your Canadian experiences have been.
My Canadian experience.
Yes.
Okay, so I've been doing these interviews, but I was always the one asking questions. I usually start with, what do you think Canadian culture is? And
What do people answer?
oh, that's all around. Like
It's all around,
yeah.
right? I've seen some of the
usually
videos.
Start with it's really hard to put in the words actually, but the very often I hear the terms like mosaic. And
Yep.
Some
Yep.
people were bold enough to say, I don't think we have a defined culture. It's a bit of mix of cultures. I think it's a really good way to put it. I mean, I wouldn't be able to make an official statement. This is the Canadian culture,
Right.
but I'm actually really enjoying hearing the different descriptions, and this is coming from different backgrounds and different professions.
Yes, which I
Um,
find is so fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Right?
I love the answers I'm getting, but my Canadian experience is it's just something beautiful. It's such a beautiful life in Canada so far. It has been over 12 years. I moved here. I came as a student, so I came passed from the different stages. Lived
Yep.
in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and then moved to Toronto recently. It's such a beautiful experience that now I feel myself as an advocate for that culture and this lifestyle, because I came to an appreciation of like so many things about Canada, mostly the culture, the values, the diversity, that this welcoming environment. Now that I feel myself happy to promote that and happy to deliver as many people as possible.
And you know what? I
Amazing.
think it's so fascinating that I've watched some of Mert's interviews, and his videos are fabulous. And obviously, we are going to share some of the stuff that you're doing on social media on the links, or excuse me, on the comments later. But one thing, being Italian, of course, we have such an appreciation for food. A lot of people, when they have chatted with you, and they're describing the culture of Toronto and of Canada and bringing different, backgrounds together, food always comes up.
Absolutely.
Food
Absolutely.
always comes up.
Always.
And I grew up, and of course Julia also now being, third and fourth generation, is that we get together to celebrate anything over a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And for the love of food. And it's really about being together with your loved ones and good friends, and really enjoying, so it never goes out of style.
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm saying. So that's
Yeah.
what I found from watching your videos and your interviews.
For this very reason, my very first interview was an interview with the head chef of it's a restaurant called Don Alfonso. It's actually an Italian restaurant
Is it downtown?
with a 3 Michelin star Italian chef.
Ah,
So he
okay.
gave his name here, and Chef Saverio, who is Italian Canadian, I think
Yes.
he's a first generation gentleman. That was my very first interview. So when I was to start this journey, I wanted culture to be like something that you can hold with your hand. Like it's something very descriptive, very definitive.
Yes.
And I think the food is the best language of the culture. If it was the expressing culture, I think food is one of the best way to express that.
Yes.
Like nothing writing, nothing video, nothing speech. It's just like the taste and like I think it hits you with the five feelings. You
It's
have.
so true.
Yeah. Agreed.
You mentioned Halifax, right?
Yes.
And Eastern Canada is so beautiful, and
Mhm.
I didn't spend a lot of time there, but I did spend some time there for work over the years.
Mhm.
And of course, when you're going for work and you've got meetings and you're going for conferences, you don't really have a lot of time to check out sort of the local beautiful, gems of places that are around. But the people are the friendliest.
That's
They
the
are
best part
so
of,
nice,
East Coast. Yeah,
right?
just the people,
How long
yeah.
did you live there?
8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What prompted you to move to Toronto?
The wife at that time.
Ah,
We
okay.
decided to move together because she still is a nurse, and then she got an amazing position with Princess Margaret's,
Yes.
which is an amazing institution.
Yes. Yes.
And then it was a mutual decision to come a little bit bigger and better.
I was gonna say. So, what did you find? Was it a bit of a culture shock moving sort of from a smaller town to a very big metropolitan
Okay,
city?
It's a different country.
Yeah.
Toronto is a different country compared to another city in
Yes.
Canada.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't say culture shock. And actually, I find this a little bit better and easy for myself because I grew up in a city with a population of 6 million people.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I like this fast pace better, but by no means you can compare any city in East Coast with Toronto.
Right, right.
Yes.
So, for our viewers and for us, what I know, like I said, you are doing so many really cool things, and I appreciate your love for capturing the city with photography and what you're doing, meeting different people and really getting their
Yeah.
perspectives. What's next? What are you going to be? Are you going to continue with your? Because I know Mert's doing a Canada Me series, which I think is really, really cool. What are some of the things that people can expect from you?
What's like? I always think the very last destination. Like I don't really plan my like next step. So I put the biggest dream out there, and then like try to get closer to that day by day.
A road trip across Canada and you
Oh,
being live in your
that's-
journey,
That'd be so
I mean,
amazing.
right?
With the limitations of
He'll need a
time and
videographer,
money.
just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're amazing. Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I have two small restrictions: time and money. If they were resolved, like I would be very happy to capture the entire Canadian culture, like
Oh,
beyond Toronto.
That'd be amazing.
But I think
yeah.
I feel still very lucky to start from Toronto because I think it's such a unique place in the world that you can capture this diversity in everywhere, anywhere, any moment.
Yes. Yes.
So
That's true. It's
Yeah.
all about the moment, right? It's
Yeah.
all about the moment. Hang on, I just wanted to.
Yeah.
I know we've got some.
yeah.
Sorry, one
What happened
second.
with Don's dates?
I know.
You're gonna
Don's
tell
been
that?
very open about that, which is great.
He had a lot
oh,
of-
Craig says, get to the hashtag no thanks.
We're getting.
We're getting there. Mark is watching. Hi, Marka. How are you? Zinette says, it is an amazing idea to inform people who likes to move to Canada. So very much appreciated. Okay, Craig says, okay, I'm texting you. Okay, Julia. So they're having
Yeah.
a conversation between them.
Sending me the.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but it's very, very fascinating. So we do a hashtag no thanks moment segment every single week, compliments of Julia and all of the experiences, although people really do get engaged. There's been some really good ones. And I almost articulate, I almost equate hashtag no thanks with pet peeves. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
pretty
do you know
much.
what I mean? But
So send us your pet peeves, guys, and we'll share them live here on Anything
Okay,
Goes.
so I have a. Can I just have? I have a hashtag no thanks.
Commercial voice there.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when people just arbitrarily think it's okay to bud in front of you.
Oh yeah, that's
No
that's
thanks.
one.
That's not
It's
cool.
like my kids are right there. I'm like, so the 50-year-old man is your kid, and you're 30.
no thanks.
No thanks.
Like
Stop
they
lying.
can't wait a couple of minutes. Like I just think it's
can't.
so rude. Okay, what do you got?
There's actually some here that were sent. So okay. Oh, when you go to a restaurant and you're craving mozzarella sticks and they don't have them, Hashtag nothing.
Yeah, who doesn't have mozzarella sticks? though?
That's actually like how I feel.
Or when
all the
they say,
time.
"Oh, we used to have them, but they got removed from the menu."
And I'm like, excuse me? No thanks. Okay, bring it back.
So like, you leave the restaurant? No takes to the restaurant?
Yeah, like
what do you do?
nothing.
I don't know. Like we have to order something else.
Yeah, it's like fine, we'll just get the nachos.
I
Like,
know, but
Very
sometimes you just want
complicated, very
sometimes you just want mozzarella sticks.
Oh my god. Then there are, okay, so this is one that was sent from Craig. This is like, oh my god, ridiculous. I was setting up a customer's loaner phone and went to check to make sure their photos came onto the loaner phone. And the first picture I come across was the customer's boyfriend tied up naked. As I went red in the face and she looked at me and grinned.
Oh,
no thanks.
my God, Craig, are you
Oh my
serious?
God.
What did you do?
That is so
Like,
bad.
what would you do?
Can you imagine?
Um,
If you just
yeah,
went
I
on,
can.
like you're setting up someone's phone, you're like,
Yeah, I
oh, okay.
Yeah, I
All
can.
right.
I would respond the best way I can, yeah.
What could you say?
I'd be like, you have very singular tastes. Like, just take the
thanks.
phone, or just don't mention it at all.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Marca says, "I'm good. How are you guys? Oh, we're just, chilling this evening. We're good. Thank you, Marca. Hope to see you at Blues for St. Patty's on Saturday night. That's going to be a fun. Mert, you should come out. We have free tickets, compliments of the Blues management.
Sure, and we get a designated driver. I catch that.
I'm the designated driver within
So, you're
within
good.
kilometers reason. Like if I'm driving 100 kilometers, I don't know. I might have to put some boundaries on this, but.
Welcome to Ireland. We'll celebrate here.
Always a fun time. Well, Blues is in Mississauga now. That's where
yeah?
we go. That's
Okay,
our.
so that's
our
100 then.
There's so many.
yeah, exactly.
my.
Well, I know because you live downtown, right?
Yeah, I'm close to Yangon Block.
Craig responded. He
What
said,
did he
yes,
say?
I awkwardly handed the phone back and was like, yep, they're all there.
Question is, did he wash his hands after?
Did you,
Oh, from watching the picture off the phone.
Craig, did you wash your hands after?
Did you, Craig?
Did you sanitize? Like, did you go like this after the phone? Okay.
I think Craig has a lot of these types of scenarios. He works in the cell phone business.
You should wear gloves
really?
at
So
work.
I can only imagine the stuff that he sees.
God
on
knows
people's
where people
phones.
put their
Not
phones.
on purpose, but I'm just saying.
Protection.
Oh, Alex, we have Alex who just joined. Hi from Montreal. How are you guys? Hey, Alex, how are you?
Oh, there's questions too. I don't know if you saw
We're
them.
we're very well. How are you doing? So
I'm not
we
gonna answer this one.
shout out to Montreal. We've been to Montreal lots
Yeah.
of times. Montreal is actually one of my favorite cities.
Oh, absolutely,
We're talking
yeah.
about culture and diversity and we actually haven't been in a while. But the last time we went, my kids and I did a road trip on Labor Day weekend 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
and
really
we spent it
fun.
in Montreal. Always such a good
I
time.
want to go to that theme park, that roller coaster thing.
Yes.
That looks so awesome.
Your dad loved it there. And we have friends in Montreal, Joe and Linda and Isabella, their daughter. Shout out to you guys. So, Alex, thank you for joining. Craig says, duh, check your phone, Julia.
Oh, this is what he said. When you get in an argument with a customer about your company's refund policy, no thanks. Oh my God.
Okay, so if our
90
other
days.
daughter Felicia is, or our other daughter,
God.
my daughter Felicia is on the show tonight. She works in retail and she's been at this company for a very long time, and she often talks about the customers insisting with the refund policies and stuff like this. And you know what? I got to tell you, I really respect people that work in retail because I can't imagine it's an easy.
I was in
it's an
retail,
easy
I think,
go.
for like 9 years. 9 years?
Was it 9 years?
Yeah. And it was like, oh my God.
All I know is that when your kids are working in retail and they don't drive, but they work in a mall, Boxing Day, trying to get
No,
in
but
and
then
out.
I got my license.
No thanks.
And I still hated it.
Not fun.
I did.
not
I had
Do
to
people ever
park.
say bye, Felicia?
Bye, Felicia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they say bye, Felicia, to Felicia?
Or they say like overly?
Bye, Felicia. I don't know.
I almost fell. Can you imagine?
That would have
I
been
could-
anything goes.
Anything goes wrong.
Anything goes.
God, my face.
Could you? Okay, that would have been.
Fine, you're fine.
This is live. You can't take that back.
That's okay. If I fall, it's good content, guys. We create content.
so.
That's how it goes.
Okay, so for those of you that just joined a little while ago, this is what you missed. The week in recap, you missed Julia singing. You missed us talking about Instagram, Facebook shutting down yesterday for several hours. We talked about how excited we were to have Mert here and all the great things that he's been doing. We talked about awkward date moments. We talked about no thanks moments. We talked about whether it's appropriate if you're on an online dating apps to ask how tall the guy is. We talked about that. And this is what we love about the show, because it's anything goes. We could pretty much talk about anything. And we've actually... go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No,
and
no,
speaking
it's
of,
okay.
we have questions.
Yeah, go for
We
it.
didn't even see them.
Go for it.
Ramsey says, where is a better place to meet someone, a bar or a club? You know what that reminds me of?
That's it. Okay, that's such a good
Oh,
question.
the club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. That's it, the
That's
bar.
so
If you
good.
trust your moves, I would say club. Because you
We
have
trust
the-
our moves.
You have the skills. I mean, not you
You know
guys,
what
but
skills
as a
I see
guy,
people
It's true.
using? Hey, honey, you want to come to hotel? That's a move.
That's applicable to bar.
Oh, no, I get it. Oh, my God.
So here's the thing.
I can't.
There is
No,
a
wait,
fundamental
I'm
difference.
talking about the guy's point of view, though.
So what? Okay, what's
Yeah, it's
what's
like-
what's the difference? I think I know, like in terms of what I think is the difference between a bar and a club. But I'm thinking a club is just an all-out club, rave, music, dancing, drinking, and a bar is a bar where you go and there's maybe live bands.
There's the
like
game. You're watching the game.
watching a game.
Something.
There's food. You can relax. I'm assuming, right?
It's lower. Like,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
too
You know
loud.
what, Ramsey? That's such a great question, and I'll tell you why. Because it's no different than the kind of online dating app you choose. Some of them are known for certain, like some of them are known for more casual encounters. Some of them are known for more serious.
Mm-hmm.
So there is this stigma associated with meeting people at a club, and that you can't meet someone at a club and it can't be something meaningful. Like it's just something casual. So from that perspective, maybe a chance meeting with somebody at a bar
Yeah.
is better, but I still think that if people, like you said earlier about expectations, if people are just kind of going into it without expectations, you might actually meet someone and hit it off, and you never know what's going to happen. What do you guys think?
I think you guys should do a whole one episode about bar versus club.
Oh my God, we're doing.
I say if you trust your words, go in the bar. If you trust
And
your
we'll go
moves,
pinpoint
go in
all
the club.
those
We're testing
guys,
our moves
all
and our
those guys
words.
and women at the club. Like, guys, just come in. I want you guys showcase your moves. We see it hands on, because grabbing a woman's hand when she's not looking, be like, honey, I got a hotel. Come with me. I want
Really?
to.
That's like, you ever get that as a first line?
Every time
Really?
it's like, hey, you
With
look
that
so
accent?
beautiful tonight. Yeah, with the accent. That's actually like my outlet to say, because it doesn't sound as good when you're like, hey, honey, come to the hotel with me.
Yeah,
it
it
sounds
sounds
so
very
bland. So you got to add a
professional.
little
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, hey, honey, come to the hotel
But
with
you
me.
know what? Mert makes a good point, though. Your
With the
words and your
accent.
moves. But what
That's
if
how it sounds. Matt makes a good point. You can say it again?
Mert makes a good point. No, but what if you have your words and your moves are on point, or your moves and your words are not on point? Like it could go either way.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
It could go
Like
either
it's
way.
about that.
Okay, so now let me just see. Oh, Ramsey says, when I'm bringing the carts in at work and people stand and wait right behind me, hashtag no thanks. Karen says, meet someone at an event that you enjoy. That's very true. That's very true. Jimmy says, or keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Right?
Yep.
Then Karen says, then you may meet someone with similar interests. Sometimes you meet people when you are least expecting it. Nice. You know what? That's very true.
those are good.
We talk about this all the time. This whole concept of forcing something that you're looking for and not finding it, versus not giving up, but just taking a break. And then you know what? Sometimes when you're least expecting it or looking for it, that's when it shows up. You guys agree with that?
Agreed.
So grocery stores.
Jimmy, almost miss it.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's that? I missed that.
I said probably the grocery stores from.
You know what? The
There's
grocery
all
store and the
that
laundromats used to be the place to meet people back in my day.
Yeah, that's where we.
I have a
Well,
story on that.
I met your dad at the grocery store.
So apparently, the most popular place in Thailand
Yes.
is the garbage day.
Garbage day.
Yes, that's how it works in Thailand. Apparently, when people they don't put their garbage outside, they just like have to take their garbage out and wait for the truck. So like this Western person goes there and then realizes everybody dress up so nicely, like all in good shape,
Yes.
and keep wait outside for the garbage truck with their garbage. So apparently, while waiting for the truck to come in, that's their time to meet and mingle with all the people.
Really?
around them. Yeah.
That is so interesting.
That's the best matchmaking slash hookup.
Yeah, because we don't do that here.
Yeah,
Usually we
right?
just at 3 a.m. we put
That's
the
too
garbage
cold.
out and wait till the
we
next
pray
morning.
that nobody sees us in our
Yeah.
pajama pants as we're putting garbage out at the side at
So
the
like
end of
some
the driveway.
cultures make the most out of the small things.
Good for
just
them.
putting it out there. Yeah.
Good for them. Okay, Frank
Smart.
says when you open a door for someone and they don't say thank you, hashtag no thanks. That's true. That's
Oh,
very
God,
true.
I hate
it's almost like
that.
this expectation. So, okay, we are at that point in the show where we normally, as we're concluding, we always do final thoughts. But Julia owes us another song. No, but you do because Mert missed it, and so did a few of our viewers that tuned
But
in
I'm
late.
nervous.
You're not nervous. You've done a few already great shout outs. So
Some musical
you
notation.
Okay, well,
actually,
we don't have a lot of time, so I can't.
anyway, because you're a huge Jonas Brothers fan, you have to sing something from the Jonas Brothers.
Okay, well, it's only going to be the first part and the chorus, and then I'm done, and then we're
Okay.
signing off, and then anything goes, and hashtag no thanks, and bye. Tune in next week. See?
Okay, sounds good.
I just did the
Go.
outro.
I think I should be burning up from the Jonas Brothers.
I already got the lyrics up.
Oh, do you?
I know them, but like I'll get nervous and
Okay.
forget them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julia Scalise singing "Burning Up" from
I
the
think I
Jonas
have
Brothers.
a frog in my throat. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be stripped down
Stop
though. It's not
looking
gonna be
for
crazy.
excuses. We're ready.
Okay.
Where microphone? Oh, you got it.
I got it. Can is it? Yeah, it's working. Okay. I'm high. You're cold. You go round like you know who I am, but you don't. You've got me on my toes. I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, you turn the temperature hotter, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Woo! So good.
Wow, to do this in every episode? That's
So good.
So often they go to
So,
karaoke.
okay, guys, if you want to continue hearing Julia sing, wait a minute. Yeah, we've got a few people saying one more.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, they do.
No.
Yes, they do.
Well, we don't have no time. I got no songs. I got no songs. I got no songs.
Ramsey's got fire emojis. Oh,
Not one more.
Luz Vargas joined us. I'm so sorry. He says something, and I think it's in Spanish, but I'm gonna
Solamente vi
Sounds
okay.
good.
I can't.
That
hear
was
now.
so good. Karen says, yes, Julia, sing, please.
Well, that's. I think that's now. I
Karen
think that
says,
was before.
anything goes when you
These
walk
are
your
delayed.
dog or just walk down the street. Make a point of looking ahead and
Just
smiling.
talk
Say
to
hello to
music.
someone. You just might make their day. That is so, so true. And Karen says, well done. So,
Thank
guys,
you.
we are at that point. We're going to do final thoughts. Julia, final thoughts for this evening and for this week.
My final thoughts is stay strong, be yourself, be the chef that you've always wanted to be, especially when you were
Yes.
13 years old and wouldn't want to listen to your mom.
Yes.
Do what you want to do. I'm just
Yes,
joking.
yes.
No, but my final thoughts is just have a good time. Be kind to one another. I didn't steal that line from Ellen. Be kind to one another.
Yes, love
Be your
Ellen.
own person. Love yourself. And
That's it.
that's it.
Mert, final thought. Did you enjoy being here with us this evening?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I might come back next week. Am I coming next week?
You could.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can.
Anything goes. You know where we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Well, tomorrow is Friday. It's white collar people's dream day. So make the most out of it.
Is it?
Enjoy.
Yes.
Make sure you catch the happy hour. Get loaded, shit faced if possible.
We don't promote that, but if you're
No,
gonna
no.
get an Uber,
Yeah.
taxi, designated driver, you know.
Guys, an advocate.
I just have to put that in there.
Yeah, thanks for the subtitles. That's what I really meant. Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, everybody enjoy the weekend.
Thank you so much. And guys, I have to do a shout out to, before I say my final thoughts, to James Ernst. Dynamo Diaries Volume 2. We are going to talk a little bit next week about this book, but James is awesome, and he is putting on a talent search, the Dynamo Talent Search, April 4th. I'm actually one of the 19 speakers that are going to be taking the stage, but it's more than that. It's just really about bringing people together, and James is a real catalyst for bringing community together, so I had to give him a shout out. And my final thought really is we created this platform just to be and to allow people to say what they feel and to share, thoughts and expressions. And there is a quote that says that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And I say always stand, for something and always believe in yourself. So thank you guys so very, very much. Mert, thank you.
You remind
This
me of
was
another
great.
quote, actually.
Who?
You reminded me of another quote. I'll finish with that.
Yes.
If you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
That's
Yes.
so true. Yes.
You guys don't know this.
Yes.
Hashtag RuPaul.
Yeah. We're going to have to check that out
Okay.
later.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, no.
Anything goes with Marella and Julia, clearly. Thank you
I
guys
appreciate
so
it.
much. We will see you next Thursday evening, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Don't forget to share this with your family, friends, and
yes,
your pastor.
Yes, we're going to have a watch party after this for people that
You
have
never
missed
know.
it. Share, and much love, you guys. Thank you so, so much. Thank you.